artist. I have a name. I'm gonna tell you a story.
All right.
You missed the 2 parts of the story, so now we are at part 3. I forgot to tell you in part 2 that before they moved to the little town with the pavements, the little girl got very, very sick. The doctor, he came to see her nephew, and then he looked at the little girl, and she was just there, and she didn't have any symptoms. But the doctor looked at her and he said, I think this girl should go on an airplane to Reykjavik, to the hospital there. And she went into the hospital and she was very, very sick. She had a fever in her brain. And she had to have like stuff going into her veins because she couldn't eat. And everybody was praying that she would survive. She survived, and now I'm going to quote into the future. Everybody thought that she had a brain, her brain was broken because of it. So she was sent to a doctor again, the same doctor, but now he was really, really old because it's in the future. And she was put to all these tests. She had to run the hallway, and she had to, like, what is 1 + 1, and what's the name of this mountain, draw this picture, and she was not okay. But it had maybe nothing to do with the brain fever. But she got into a school because she had a letter from a doctor. So I'm going to go back into the past. They moved into the small town with the pavements. And the mother, the woman, she thought it was a really big town. She comes from a city, and it was not what she wanted. It was like surrounded by sea and boats, and the man that used to have no teeth because of all the fighting. It was all a misunderstanding. She looked at all the houses and thought, why are they all these colors? And then the man said, it's because it's cheaper to buy colors. So all the houses in the little town were green and blue and yellow. Nobody had white houses except for the rich people. The people that get paid for the fish that has not been fished. Isn't that pretty ridiculous? Keeps the little fishermen poor. So this little girl only ate fish and butter for Faroe Islands. Today, this girl doesn't really like fish because she ate it all the time. But I'm going to tell you a short story about the first trip in the grocery store, and then I am going to end it because we're going to go to part 4, and maybe you will miss it. So we went to the store. The woman had a little girl who was not fat anymore because she started walking. And they were walking in the store, and then the girl pointed at this fat woman. She is fat. And the woman was like, oh my God. And I stopped laughing. I went behind some stuff and Peter. And then she went back. And the man was so nervous, he was filling the grocery thing, the basket thing, with sausages, like trying to get the fat woman not to notice that the kid was pointing at her, that she was fat, like she didn't know. She was the new neighbor. It was very embarrassing. So they went down the store, they got sausages, the skinny kid, and the woman who had Peter said. That's how it all started in the small town with all the colors and the pavement. Thank you.